Hey there, Papa Ron. What's happening, brother? Did you get a lot of rain? You get a lot of rain over there?
Haven't had any yet, but it's due to come in tonight about midnight and good part of tomorrow.
Oh wow, man! It's been raining all day here. Yeah, and I didn't get out. I didn't get out to go get the weed and feed. I should have did that
Before the rain, huh?
Yeah, or even during the rain. I've been out there many a time during the rain, laying it out. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, you know my property, man. The less maintenance, the better, man.
Yeah.
Rock and gravel everywhere.
So you just got to get some goats, huh?
Well, those chickens believe it or not, those chickens keep the weeds not totally picked up, but anyway, I don't got to water nothing. I don't got to mow nothing. I don't got to trim nothing.
Yeah, you get them goats, you won't have to either. Of course, you won't have anything either.
That's right.
One good thing about those, man, makes good cabrito. Oh, boy.
Listen, I just have a two little quick news things here, and it's not even about crypto, but and I think most people that are into crypto or have listened to us before, Rod, they know kind of that we try to be abreast of what's going on, not only in our country but in the world, and there's a lot of startling things going on. And even when there's things behind the scenes with crypto, there's things going on behind the scenes in these countries too. I'm not going to belabor this. I just thought these were unbelievable, these articles. Let me just read the titles and we'll move on. Starting in 2019, the U.S. will give Israel $38 billion over the next 10 years. Now, folks, we've been giving Israel money for eons at time. But what that breaks down to is $10 million a day goes to Israel to fund all their corruption with... Anyway, it's a nightmare with each other. Like I said, I'm not going to discourse on them, but $10 million a day, Rod?
I ain't going to say nothing.
Where do these politicians get off?
I'm on the side of Israel over there.
Well,
if we didn't help those guys, they couldn't do anything. All them Arab countries over there come down on them. A little old bitty country and everything, they want it. What the hell?
You and I need to have a little talk afterwards. And I'm not
I ain't going to talk about it because I'm telling you something. You ain't going to change my mind on this.
Okay, and I'm not saying I'm for the Middle East or the Palestinians or any of that stuff. I'm not saying that at all. But you can't sit there and see what Israel is doing to some of those people and call that justification. And why is it our responsibility to give them $10 million a freaking day? Anyway, let's move on. I'm not siding on either side. I'm just saying there's problems, and our government funds the whole dang world.
I know.
And then they wonder why people cheat on their taxes, because they're irresponsible with all the... We can't pay the national debt anyway. It's so backwards.
The majority of the money that the United States spends is all for entitlements. That's what the majority of the money is spent on.
Well,
here at home, the majority of the money is here at home.
Okay, here at home, thank you, because the majority of the budget goes to military. We are a warring country, and I think it's over 50% goes to military buildup. And Trump just added another $600 or $700 billion onto that budget.
Oh, I know. Yeah, he's finally giving the military a raise, starting next year.
Let's move on, folks.
Yeah, don't get me started now.
Yeah, we've debated some.
It's all them damn entitlements.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. We've got problems in every corner of the government. I agree with that. But when you see numbers like this, $10 million a day going to support one country.
Yeah.
A day, Rod. Anyway, cool. Now here's another one. $21 trillion is missing. Now, how accurate this is, I don't know, folks. But the headlines...
It's accurate.
It's missing from the U.S.
$21 trillion is missing because of the damn Pentagon. And when the budget committee goes over there to find out about these guys, what they're doing with the money, and all the rest of the government has to answer for it. But the Pentagon, they say, oh, it's classified, and they don't have to answer for this shit. That's wrong.
Yeah, I agree. We definitely have some problems in this country, and we're not going to turn into a current event channel, but these two just kind of struck a chord with me, and I wanted to pass them on.
Well, it strikes a chord with me, too.
Now, yes, yeah, I know, and I think it does with a lot of people. A lot of people. Yeah. But we are so pacified and so complacent that we let, and it's not, we even let the state governments and county governments run wild. There's no accountability anywhere.
Not a damn one. You know, now you got my hair riled up. For instance, Utah. Can I talk a little bit about Utah?
You go ahead, folks. Yes.
And we're supposed to be a conservative Republican state, and we are, and I like that. But you know, our damn freaking governor, 2 years ago, he raised our taxes for our gasoline. Okay, and then he gives himself he raised himself $150,000 a year pay raise. Plus, he gave all the legislature 150,000 minus 20%. I don't know what that is, but he raised them all up, and then. You know what they do? They go and also raise our taxes on property taxes. So they say they use it. Oh, we were behind the times as far as our pay raise. But can you and I go out and give ourselves a $25,000 freaking raise? Yeah, ain't no freaking way. Okay, and not only that, they go down there and they say, okay, we're going to raise our gas taxes so we can put more on the roads. Well, I don't know if you've ever been to Utah's roads. Some of them are pretty freaking sorry. And I wonder, what the heck? All right, and now then this year, guess what they did? They raised the gas tax again.
Yeah, I know.
And the thing that really got me is why the people of Utah don't kick that stupid idiot out in all those legislatures. That's why I never reelect anybody. Period. Sorry.
No, don't apologize. I think a lot of people feel the same way. And I know better now than to bring any of this type of thing up again. So, well, I was sitting on the computer yesterday, Rod, and I got there was a tweet about the COO of Coinbase was going to make a big announcement on CNBC's Fast Money show.
Yes.
Started at a certain time. And you know, I kind of texted you, and I tuned into it to hear what this big announcement was. And the first thing I got thinking about is, why would Coinbase go to CNBC to make this announcement? I mean, is that where all the crypto people tune in and follow, or is it where all the big money men and financiers tune in and follow? So already it kind of put the hairs on the back of my neck standing up. But the announcement is that he was going to start a crypto indexed fund for accredited investors. Now, accredited investor, folks, if you're single, you got to make at least $200,000. I think if you're married, you got to make $300,000. Your net worth has to be worth so much. I mean, you got to be worth a little bit of money to play in this
accredited fund,
this index fund. That's right. And there was an article today on it a little bit, and it's kind of like in the stock market where they have these baskets of stocks. And so instead of trying to pick one or two good stocks that you can invest in and hopefully it'll go up, you kind of roll the dice on a basket of them. And Coinbase wants to do the same thing with crypto. And they want to start, I think, with the 4 main coins that they hold and make it a basket of crypto. and then investors can kind of bet on that, and they'll arrange that basket according to what the market cap value is. But the problem with this is, as I understand it, is you never own any crypto. You don't take possession of anything. You just say,
kind of like buying gold on the market, huh? You just buy paper.
Yeah, that's right. Which tells you what? They can take 1 ounce of gold or silver.
It.
Not only manipulate, but they could sell that single ounce to 100 investors or more.
Or more. I know.
So now they want to do this in the crypto world. Coinbase wants to say, hey, here's a basket, and I don't know what the rules and regulations are. Maybe they have to have so much of each coin or token in that basket, but they could probably sell that basket over and over again, because nobody takes possession. Nobody will ever take possession. They'll either just take profits out or their money out or put more in. And of course, it's for the big boys.
Yep.
Again, this just gnaws on me that it's like they're headed down the same avenue that all this New York's, all the finance has ended up this way, where it can easily be manipulated, controlled.
They're getting out of the decentralization, aren't they?
Well, yeah, and they're putting their efforts to the guys with the big money. It's not a currency for the small guys. They want to play the odds and make big bucks. And we know Coinbase recently, this last year, opened another exchange in New York for strictly accredited investors. And then if you look at this next article, did I show you this one, Rod? You saw it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
The next one deals with institutional investors incoming. SEC. Now we reported on this, Rod, last year, where the Twinklevoss twins, as you love to call them, they put a petition into the SEC because they wanted to trade futures on crypto. And there were several people that petitioned the SEC after them. I think they were one of the first, but they were turned down time and time again. Well, now all of a sudden the SEC is saying, well, wait a minute, let's investigate this. Well, if they start an investigation into if it's going to be good and all, it's already been decided.
Oh, yeah.
They don't announce they're doing an investigation. If they're just kind of prepping us to, hey, this is what's coming, people, just to let you know we're going to investigate it. But and it talks about this also is for the accredited institutional investors, and they're going to be able to trade futures and so on. And I don't think if there was anything really in here that I wanted to read, Rod, but again, they're going to do this, and the Twinklevoss twins will probably be involved, which owns Gemini Exchange. They're the owners of Gemini. And
That's too bad, because I like Gemini.
No, I use them both. I use, and you do too. The convenience of Coinbase is really nice. I like Gemini, and they only offer 2 coins, but I use them, and they're real quick to cash out if you need it or want it. But I hope that there's platforms in the works, like atomic swaps and things, that are going to cut these dang exchanges out, because I think they're really going against what this is all about. And they're in it. Same with the Twinklevoss twins. They are in it for the money, and the money's with the big boys. They don't care.
They already got more money, they know what to do with.
But you get to a point, and it's power and greed, and it's just the way the game's played. So, I don't know. I just hope things come about where we can keep this decentralized, peer-to-peer, and we don't have to rely and get these guys in their mitts on controlling things, and pretty soon that no telling what other things they're going to put into the works. And just like these countries that are coming up with their own tokens and stuff. Of course, I've mentioned that the last couple days, but I don't know. It's frustrating to me.
Feels like that Coinbase and Gemini is kind of being traitors, aren't they? For the decentralization part, anyway.
Yeah, I think I don't want to say they've sold. They've probably sold out a long time ago, but
probably.
Yeah, they're we rip. Everybody seems to rip on Ripple all the time about being a centralized coin helping the bankers, but what about these guys? They're not in it for us. They are in it for themselves, and they want to turn as many dollars as they can, and they want to set it up for the big boys to come in, and they're gonna come in. We know that, and they already have. Their things are thing, and I can't remember my final point I wanted to make on this, Rod. I'm sorry. But it's just frustrating to me. So folks,
whole thing's frustrated. Sometimes I just get frustrated the whole damn world, like you said.
Well, yeah, it's all corruption and deceit and greed. But you get these exchanges, and they're going to set things up and continue to move them and manipulate them into being in control and power. And then you got the new people that are going to come into the industry, and they're not going to know any different. They're going to sign up and join up and be on the ride just like we are now with our fiat dollars, where it's all manipulated and controlled, and we have no freedom. And they want to get rid of currency anyway. Currency gives us freedom, folks. By having that cash in your pocket, they don't know what you're doing with it and so on. But anyway, just wanted to spout off about that a little bit, Rod. Uh-oh, you froze up? He might be, folks. He might be. You froze up, Rod?
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear you
at least. I couldn't hear a thing.
Anyway, I just said back to you. Your picture's froze, but we can hear you.
No.
There you are.
You still on?
Yep, I see you.
Okay, good. Thumbs up. And remember to keep cool. Don't be like me and Ron, get all worked up. Because one of these days we're going to have a, like Thomas Jefferson once said, every once in a while we need a revolution to get our United States back in. I shouldn't say that though, because then they ask to hear me. NSA rather.
Well, a revolution doesn't necessarily have to be with bullets and fists and all that.
Oh, no, I'm talking about a revolution of gathering the people together and don't vote for anybody and have term limitation. Just get rid of everybody out of there.
And just
all the corruption.
And we've said this in the past too, focus on your truly decentralized platforms.
Right, exactly. That's why I think we need to put a video up. Let's talk about that afterwards.
All right, folks, thank you.
Thumbs up and God bless.